Another testament awaits. To Olympus. For my family. I'm grateful, Daedalus. Need to recharge.
In the Rift of Thessaly, a nautical experience not for the faint of heart. Fraught as it is with deathless ships hell-bent on your family's destruction, may you have smoother sailing there next time.
What a stench. In the name of Hades. Yes. Where to from here? The gods.
A lot of regulars, but just between us, this one is my favorite, Em. You underworld types tend not to be too fussy, and you're clear with what you want. I like that about you.
Done here. Queen Hera, though these exchanges between us must necessarily be brief, I'm grateful for each moment you can spare. I know your family needs you, and Olympus needs you, and your devotion to each is abundantly clear.
Well, my dear, if you find no future to be had in your witchcraft, you could always take up theatrics. For I very nearly believed your every word. Honesty is not our family's trade, but I commend your effort anyhow. I don't see why you keep heading this way when it's your underworld that seems to need more help. The mountain's fine. Well, mostly. Other than these remnant forces of the Titans ruffling our feathers still.
Let's try this again. Excellent. Let's go then. Tila! Just a couple of these left. Another night, another satyr slaughtered.
You know, gorgeous, I like getting my way. And right now, I would like for you to cut a bloody little path through every single wretch and traitor that dares get in yours. Please?
Greater might. The air feels different now. Let's get the lay of the land. In the name of Hades. Vested in me. Shamblers. I call upon the moon and draw you down.
The Black Coat, Knight's Veil and final defense, now yours. You bear a grave responsibility to wield it properly, or unleash such destruction as can blot out the sun. Let us be off.
Coming in hot.
Sorcerers?
Each time you know I'm here, no matter the softness of my approach or anything I do to mask my scent. Your senses are very keen.
Yeah, well, when you lose your eye, you gotta learn to compensate. And I never saw too good to start with. Could never tell how far away things were.
It must have been extraordinarily difficult, nevertheless. And now you use these heightened abilities to tend your flock.
Heightened abilities, I like that. Look, this world's a real ugly place. Difference between you and me is, I don't gotta look at it no more. Now hold still or start running. I don't even care.
Sorcerers?
Stop.
Poison!
Part of your Cyclops.
Got me.
This one's on me. Stay for seconds. Time to walk this off. Quick nap.
Don't stand in my way.
I see something of use.
Which keepsake now? This one. That's that. Hold still. Stand down. on my authority. Predictable. Some new tentacles, I see. Don't get in my way. Olympus, I accept this message.
Cheers, Em.
Cheers, Hermes.
The possibilities.
One with Selene.
Behold your queen.
What's for delivery? The Black Flagship.
I fail to see why coin need change hands for a blessing from the uncle. Though come to think, such blessings are most valuable indeed.
Zagreus. I accept these terms.
You're back.
Hello, brother. How are the house servants recovering? Everybody back on their feet by now? I have fond memories of them. Glimpses all through my childhood and growing up.
They have similarly kind things to say whenever they're not bewildered by what happened. But yes, everybody's back on their feet, thanks. Besides Dusa, who doesn't have any.
I'm glad to hear it. Besides the bewilderment part. You're not officially supposed to speak of what happened, are you? But please tell Dusa and the rest I said hello.
You got it. And officially or not, you're getting quite the terrifying reputation. Our rumor-spreading court musician, Orpheus, especially enjoys the tales of Dark Melenoi. I take it you're about to show off your demonic prowess here. The Shades. They love a bit of drama. Down we go.
Enjoy the rest of your evening, everyone. And I'm back. The light of the moon.
Your path is set.
Look what I got. Never
thought I was the type to get into any sort of regular routine, but now look at me, babe.
See you, Strive. Golden apple. Solid ground. To help. The black coat shines.
You're bloodied, so you'd best stand back and leave the taking of the glory all to me. Time to get to work. impressive.
Have another!
What will you do when all of this is over, sir? Or rather, what would you desire to do?
Why ask? I tend not to give desire too much thought beyond any immediate and bestial cravings I may have.
I would appreciate any perspective, that's all. All my life I had an obligation to my family to fulfill. I'm not certain what to do with myself now that I have.
I am the last individual whose perspective you should heed, sister. Chase your dreams if you still have any. Now scoot. Peace.
Can't go for a blast.
Special delivery.
Delivery arrived. Good. I'm back to put you out of commission again. Not now. Out with you. The path across the sky.
I used to think your Lord Uncle Poseidon was a rude and useless oaf. But after having seen his fighting prowess in this war firsthand, I've come to realize how wrong I was. He isn't useless in the least.
I thank you, Aphrodite, for I know how challenging it is for you to fathom the totality of my strength. As let's face it, you're not exactly the goddess of wisdom, nor am I. And we have other common ground in the beauty of the sea.
My heart. What's Hermes offering this eve? Thank the fates. Lady Demeter! In the name of Hades. A sudden surge. The Trident Sigil. I earned this.
The stars align.
Hear me, on my authority.
It's her.
What became of Dora's husband? Your brother, by her recollection. He abandoned her after what happened?
It's more correct to say that your companion Dora finally saw my scatter-minded brother for who he was. Their marriage lasted for about as long as many do.
All while you stood idly by and did nothing, but now feel bad and thus decided to shoulder this righteous cause? Perhaps to feel a bit of absolution that you never got from her.
Your words are harsh, but for the most part accurate. Dora remembers now what your own family did to her. If she can forgive you all for that, then she's a stronger soul than I.
He knew he'd win.
You haven't told anyone about me in the jar, have you? I'd rather keep it between us. Glad I remember now, but wouldn't want the attention from the details getting out.
I've spoken only to Prometheus of it, for he had knowledge of the circumstances from before. But I won't tell another soul.
Good. Maybe eventually I'll go tell everyone myself if I really want to mess with them. And even if not, this has given me a ton of new material for my hauntings. It's scary stuff.
Please don't make light of it, Dora. But confronting your past is better than erasing it, I think. For that, you're very brave.
And you are very foolish! Leave me be.
Ah.
You've been back a while, yet still isolate yourself. Your brother makes more of an effort to fit in, but he struggles too. You may have more in common than you think.
Oh, really? Maybe I'll go over and tell him you said that. What, you think just because most of the world hates his guts, same as mine, that we're alike?
Well, I'd not put it that way at all, though I do think each of you has been misunderstood in your own right.
What's not to understand? I'm Strife, he's Doom. These are simple concepts, babe. Though granted, most of the world is pretty stupid.
You shouldn't say such things.
You mean the truth?
The wooden horse was an exquisite trick. Your own inevitable doom misdirected toward your unsuspecting foes. A masterstroke. But my personal favorite had to be the Polyphemus incident.
You speak of it like an old action yarn. Big bastard massacred my crew. My heart threatened to burst from my chest getting past him, and now he's up to his old antics with the goddess there.
Oh, but I have no doubt that with your guidance, the princess shall outsmart the Cyclops again and again, as recompense for the trouble that he caused you.
Hear that, goddess?
Has anyone ever told you you look a bit like your mother, Nemesis? Having met her, I can see the resemblance. In fact, when I first saw her, well, anyway.
No, finish that thought. When you first saw her, you what?
When I first saw her, Look, I was taken aback by her appearance. In a positive way. She was like if you wore an elegant gown and gave your brow muscles a rest.
Was your idea of a compliment. Nobody wants to look like their mother. Don't look anything like mine anyway, except maybe the hair.
Lady Demeter said I looked just like my mother, which I thought was very kind of her. Queen Persephone is striking.
Think she and Nyx get on as well as we do?
They couldn't possibly. Trade you. The fated list.
Who dares?
We bid you welcome to our training grounds.
Ah, you're here.
Faith of my comrades.
Yes?
Here we go again. For the Silver Sisters.
How my aspect of the black coat shines, for I can see it has achieved the apex of its power in your care. Such destruction it can sow that I yet have a certain fear of it myself.
With Seleni's grace. Can't right now.
A fishing point is near.
To understand. Bit of insurance against any other Typhon-like events. And you and Kronos and the lot of us are gonna see to that. All right.
What else?
Eyelash. Dead coral. Good. And... Repeated acts of kindness tend to rouse my innermost suspicions or my wrath, but in your case, what little ulterior motive I detect seems more or less benign. And now I've more than enough nectar for my purposes, thank you.
You're most welcome. I've likewise always needed to be guarded, as our enemies abound. So when I come to trust someone, I want them to know it.
I do appreciate the thought.
You work so tirelessly at your craft, Lady Medea. If I may ask, where do you find the strength for your pursuits night after night?
It's very much straightforward, sorceress. I seek to punish all who wronged me in proportion to the harm they caused. Though have no fear, you're not on any list of mine.
Have you been wronged so often that you need more than one list of wrongdoers? What happens when you've cursed them all?
My lists are based on categories of affront, from mere dislikes to deep betrayals. As for what happens after I've achieved my work, I'll have to get back to you on that one. Perfect.
Thank you. Let's see.
inferno struck your father's house, we feared you were lost with all the rest. How fortunate the Witch of the Crossroads was able to whisk you away. Though she ought to have reached out sooner with such news.
The Fates won't mind. Should stay out of their way. Should put a dent into that barrier.
Makes a mean set of armor, and you know what? It makes a mean pair of sandals too. I wear mine all the time. Footwear, Em. I really think it's going to catch on.
Little spring in my step. Shades are getting out of there. My glorious cousin. It was you who first reached out to me of all those on Olympus. I've come this far because of you. And no matter what happens, I'll never forget the kindness you showed me.
The pleasure is mine. It's not all sunshine on Olympus recently, but then I hear from you and I'm left feeling everything will be all right. Don't quite know how that happened, but I'm very grateful that we met. Didn't think we'd let Prometheus continue his assault like this. Some partnership we formed. All so you could recreate the path you took to Typhon, to then face the monster's remnants on the summit as before.
Clean. What else? Rest now, all of you.
Something nearby.
can get out.
Maybe...
Oh, come on.
Look at the time.
My mother's strength.
Slow down. Living here, it has its ups and downs. Lately, for instance, I don't get a lot of peace, though I sleep like a rock. I don't know, maybe I ought to move.
I wholeheartedly support that choice. Aren't you more accustomed to island living anyhow? This city life, even on the outskirts here, the pace is far too quick.
I know what you want me to do. Although I miss the island life now that you bring it up. Still got unwanted company sometimes, but not so much as now.
Nap time. I can use this. Which one would help? Come on, Tula. Out of my way. You shouldn't have crossed me. Sailing on. Push closer.
Special delivery.
Special delivery.
You and Prometheus are to perpetuate your conflict then. He has his complicated reasons why, which my kin have accepted grudgingly. I am simply pleased to see him fight.
Manifest your desire. The Ares shall be notified at once.
Night this is shaping up to be. Even if I could illuminate all your foes waiting in ambush, I'm not sure you'd want to see them. Be very careful out there.
Follow your senses.
Next vessel.
Greens and butterblock. How very fortunate. At times I worry that your heart must have grown cold, hardened to all the turmoil. But then you show me kindness such as this. You have learned much, though this propensity appears to be innate.
Oh, it's just nectar, which must not be too easy to come by here. They're even lacking for it on Olympus recently. But I'm grateful that you see in me whatever it is you think is there.
You bring with you ill presence, little miss. I do not welcome it at all. It's those old knuckle bones I sense you have. They first visited this isle long ago.
Please, madam. I got these from Odysseus himself, and they've only served me well. He's asked if you would speak with him through them. I don't know what you have to discuss, but can tell it burdens you both.
How strange to be entreated thus. You've far more urgent matters than to be his messenger. He could have voyaged here himself if he had anything of use to say. Oh, but no.
We need our great tactician at his post. Look, if you can sense those bones at all, then surely you can sense no negative intent. I'm sorry to disturb you nonetheless.
Oh, it's all right. It's not your fault, Poppet. But I am not prepared for conversation with him now. When next you bring those bones here, though, perchance I shall.
Change of fate. What else?
Violence and destruction.
Need to recharge. Are all sailors as salty as that one?
My half-brother Lord Apollo here claims he was first amongst our family to reach you thus, my kin. Perhaps if I had in his stead, this all could have been well over by now.
Come on, Ares, you've never been big on bringing conflicts to an end. Probably why you showed up so late to this one. But you saw how great a time the rest of us were having and just had to get involved.
This does not belong to you. I can't. Olympus, I accept this message. Lightning from on high.
Look what washed up. You just don't know when to quit, do you, Trouble? Fine. Look what I found!
She never learns. There.
Look to my light nearby.
Made it. Might as well. Olympus, I accept this message. The best, the best, the best. Mindless automatons. One more chamber. In the name of Hades. A boon awakened. Special delivery.
Made to order.
Such strength. You probably can't understand a word I say. Hear me, on my authority. The Smith God's power.
No, you don't. We're making a regular habit of crushing the life from anything that moves. They come.
Your turn!
Self-destruction. That's it. Ha! Those magic tricks, you're borrowing that power. How can you trust it when strength belongs to you alone?
Magic and raw strength are not in opposition. Both ultimately come from within. They're just trained differently.
I don't think so, sister. You're drawing from the moon and the earth and who knows what else. But in this world, you can't rely on anybody but yourself. Go on, witch.
Okay.
Look carefully about.
Very well. In the name of Hades. Let's see how this goes.
You see, big man.
I do.
Agent of change. I, of course, foresaw my own defeats. As to whether you can stop both Heracles and me, you'll find there are far fewer paths to that outcome.
Is it necessary that you tell this witch such things, flame thief? Leave her to figure it out the hard way.
I knew you'd say that, man. And you've the right of it, of course. We are not here for conversation, nor...
Let us shed some blood.
So close to the summit.
Hey, wanted to tell you, thanks for bringing back all of my terrible old memories I tried desperately to erase.
As far as I'm concerned, that was your choice more so than mine. I wanted to support you as a friend. We both knew what you would discover had potential to be painful.
I don't know about painful. That's one of the good things about being a Shade. No more pain. Some rotten thoughts about the way things were, sure. Maybe some of those.
I do count that as pain. It's not the same as being struck full force by Nemesis, but it can hurt more deeply, and the healing process can take longer, by a lot. Though...
I guess so, but the other stuff's just not as interesting, you know? Anyway, it's all just history. This is me now.
I'm glad.
Kind of felt that.
Greetings.
I learned what happened to the Fates, Lord Moros. Or rather, how Kronos discovered where they were. It was Chaos who led Kronos to them. Chaos, of course, seems to regret this now, and I don't think had any ill intent.
Oh, that is a lot of information to take in. It does make some amount of sense. Kronos having free reign in your father's house, eventually found his way to Chaos, then coaxed this vital information out of them. Then he ambushed the Fates as part of his plans for conquest.
You're taking all this better than I would have. Come to think of it, I've never seen you angry.
You're seeing me right now. It's just, my anger changes nothing, typically. So Chaos now is working to undo some of the damage caused. Kronos removed one thread in the Fates, but created another. Perhaps an unwise trade.
Making a mockery of Chaos seems unwise to me.
You're returned. How fares Medea on the surface lately, from your point of view? Having a grand old time by her account, and Sister Selene seems to think the same. Perhaps I should not be surprised.
Lady Medea does seem very much at home amid all the death and decay, which fuels her research. She's always toiling at one curse or another. Is that a concern?
My concern is only for her well-being, and it sounds as though she's all right for now. So long as her research does not come back to haunt her anytime soon.
I'll be checking up on her.
Hail, Goddess.
Mandrake root. Tonight's catch. Should be here soon enough. Forget about the nectar and ambrosia. What if we go to the springs again? It's quiet there. Seems more your style. And for that matter, mine.
I was planning to say no to whatever you had in mind just to mess with you, but the springs do sound okay. So let's go.
Perfect.
Bet this water's pretty comfortable.
Aren't you angry with the gods? For what they did to you and all of mortal kind, apparently. So what if it was a long time ago? The more I think about it, the angrier I get.
I mean, honestly, it was a pretty good prank. But it was nasty, too. I don't know which one of you all was responsible, but don't really care. Not big on the whole anger thing.
You're too kind. More than my family, at least. I don't think there's any taking back what happened, but for what it's worth, once all this is over, I'm going to do all I can to make it so we gods act more decently with mortals from now on.
Speaking on behalf of all mortals who ever lived or ever will, I think we'd mostly like it if you left us alone. Might be a lot of evils in this world, but we have ways of figuring things out.
Can you and I remain as friends, at least?
Well, let me think about it for a little while and get back to you, all right?
Whenever you're ready.
Done a lot of thinking, and we're good to go on that remain as friends thing, Mel. Though I'll keep you posted if anything comes up.
Sounds good, Dora. The fates would have me do their bidding.
You need something?
Which to use first? Excellent.
And that, my disciples, is the true meaning of life. Remember it well.
The Testament of Night.
So, headed up this way again. Won't be hearing any arguments from me. Not sure you can hear me at all down there, come to think. Anyhow, let's get you all warmed up.
Sure, why not? There it is. Sister Selene, Eye of Night. You always have looked out for me since I was very small. But more than that, you've been a dependable comrade and true friend. The gods bestow such gifts to those they cherish, so I offer this to you.
On countless nights have I observed your family on Olympus at their feasts, ambrosia flowing in abundance. But it was not the place for me, nor do we revel in the crossroads thus. Yet from you, this is a cherished gift.
I bid you shine for me again tonight.
Behold the aspect of Cassinthe that I once wielded, little star. Perhaps shall wield again some other age. Back then, my light was widely feared, until a subtler approach worked best for me. But you need not hold back. Choose your path.
Illumination. You'll be out in no time, Shades.
The idea that time may be even quicker than I am. Remember back when you were real small? Well, bam, you're old now, just like that.
Here we go. Grow strong. Onward. Hi. With the grace of the moon.
Together we shine.
Olympus, I accept this message. Should head back out. Shades, you're free. Dear cousin, You must have nectar in no short supply, but I know that the depth of the sentiment is what distinguishes one bottle from the next. So please accept this one. It should be good.
I'm an Olympian. I'm used to glad-handers and sycophants. Everybody wants our favor, right? And I can smile and nod better than anyone, even father. Yet with you, well, if only we had more chances to talk than trading courtesies. When I first reached out to you many nights ago, I figured, hey, another cousin. I like those. But the truth is, I never expected you to make as great a difference as you have. My hope is I've done my part to make it possible.
Message for me.
I once fought the Titan Kronos hand to hand. Now perhaps you'll get to do the honors for me, hmm? I have the family to look after and must oversee our plans as they unfold.
Much as I'd love to have ourselves a chat, I'm on the job. Better get to work. Stay out of my path. For the Queen! Silence.
Accept this message.
Truly a feat. That's all it takes, huh? If you're a daughter of Hades for true, that makes us cousins, doesn't it? Although knowing my father, you must have a lot of those.
I've met quite a few recently among the Olympians themselves, but I grew up mostly in solitude.
Thank the fates for that. Fewer relatives means fewer obligations, fewer wars to be recruited into through no doing of your own other than being born. Till the summit.
I have the gold.
Eat it up!
My boon grows stronger.
Nap time already. You stink like the dead. But you're not from the town. You're from further below. You'd be better off staying on your side of the fence.
I'm here to pay my relatives a visit. You just keep getting in the way. Almost as though violence better suits you than the shepherd's life.
Why, you're a real thinker for a slice of meat. Just because I'm retired don't mean I don't want to work up an appetite no more, does it now?
well, Cyclops. My claim. Faster. Take me away.
You up, Nellie? You got it.
Has he now? Whilst I pursued my one vocation, he chased flights of fancy, growing talented at many different things, yet having mastered arguably none.
Death to our foes.
The wretches on these ships don't have their wits, but they hit hard. I know you're good and everything, better than good. It's just, if things go bad, what happens to you then?
The first thing Headmistress taught me was how not to give in. If my strength is failing me, I use it to return to Shadow whence I came. Almost a reflex at this point.
And then at the crossroads, you're up and about by the following night, raring to go. Too bad you can't return to Shadow back to where you left off.
Thank you. Bye. Damn it. In the name of Hades.
Ray of light and moat, it's you! Oh, why, thank you so much, little miss, again. The nectar you bring tastes so sweet, and yet my feelings for it are becoming clouded recently. So let this be the last for now.
Madam Cersei, was it something I did or said? You're left to your own devices on your island here, and so I thought perhaps you might enjoy a bit of an exotic good.
And that I do. But I'm reminded with each bottle of a life I led filled with great luxuries, most all of which I've left behind, and I shall not go back.
I fully understand. But thank you truly, madam, for all your wisdom and for making me your guest.
Again those knucklebones. Then very well. I am an enchantress of my word, Poppet. You may invoke our old friend, the tactician shade. I would hear what he has to say.
Very well, madam. Heed now my voice, Odysseus. One whom you sought is here.
Hello again. Lady Cersei, I shall not take more than a moment of your time. I see you still are taking care of pigs.
I found they're quite obedient. But I take it you're not here for them, Odysseus? The purpose of your visit is?
Is there a place where we might briefly talk? The goddess by my side probably can't project me here for long.
Whatever you wish to say, do say it here and now. I distinctly recall we had together decided that no further discussion between us was wise, having reached an impasse akin to obstacles you met at sea.
A recollection I share, but look, I've never reached an impasse that I couldn't cross, and you yourself have mastered change. Rather than leave our past to rot, I thought perhaps we could return it to the earth, as you might say.
That is a precarious position, for neither of us shall apologize, and neither shall forget. We've been over this subject at length. I've studied it more than enough.
And I'm done studying it too, my lady. It was a very different time for both of us, and now we're close to those whom we both care about. I'd like to move on for their sake, if not our own.
We have moved on, or so I thought at least. I harbor no ill will toward you, sailor. I said it when we met, and I'm saying it again. We had our moment, but it has...
Then let's agree on that. Now you be well, my lady. All I truly wanted to say was my existence and memories are richer having met. I know myself better, and I'm grateful you are aiding us. That's all. Goodbye.
And there he goes, getting the last word in, as always was his wont. Go on, Poppet. I've done far too much talking for one night.
For the broker. Olympus, I accept this message. Shamblers. Clear.
I see something for you.
The front of the fleet. Olympus, I accept this message. One last stop.
Thought that was you. Whoa, Trouble, you're huge! Like you and Nemi had a child, which, come to think of it, is just about the worst thing I've ever imagined. And I've imagined a lot.
Then imagine what I'm about to do to you in this form, courtesy of Circe the Enchantress. Had you not been so delinquent, you could have learned from her yourself.
Learn to become a freak, you mean? That's the difference between you and me. You need somebody to teach you everything, while I've got pure instinct. Watch out! Come on, everybody, join in! Lost. Again? Miss me? Nice try. Ow, 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 ow!
Much better. Should keep me company.
targets. My silver shines. And down we go.
I greet you.
Be strong. 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 Very well. Can't do it. That light.
Ares and I were just chatting about how we seem to get on best when we're on the same side of a war. So, brother, is this all an elaborate ploy to bring us closer together?
I think it's merely that a proper war brings out the best in all of us, even in you, Apollo, and in me. The rigors of conflict forge unbreakable bonds and make for powerful blessings.
The might of Olympus. I've blood to spare. You called?
The Titan you know as Prometheus bestowed on mortals sacred fire from Olympus in an interesting moment I did not entirely expect. How should that fire be used hence in so many different hands? It is yours.
Fountain chamber. Not this. I'm back to put you out of commission again. I can't. Go, Tula. We'll have to do this again. Satyrs. It's no use. Good.
You honor me and have my thanks. This nectar, it's been to the underworld and back, along with you. It'll take on a particularly complex flavor, I should think.
If this bottle indeed traveled to the ends of the earth before returning home, then it's all the more suited to someone of your wisdom and experience. May you enjoy it once you lay down your arms.
The mortal woman called Arachne. Have you any idea what she did? She fancied herself the greatest weaver in the world, superior even to me, if not the fates themselves. Is it not our obligation, then, to remind mortals of their place?
I can't say I rightly know the answer to that, Lady Athena. Nor would I ever question your decision about her. I only ask if the term of her punishment could be less than eternal. She's humbled, and she's learned from her mistakes.
Has she now? In my experience, mortals can be very slow to learn. And she was not punished as a lesson to her, but as a lesson to everyone else. I do not go back on my decisions, Melinoi, for I don't make them lightly. Go with grace. Beware out there.
Damn it! Do it!
Ares shall be notified at once.
In the name of Hades.
Do you see?
Coinage. Vitality.
All present and accounted for.
Why don't I take point for a while here, Flame Thief? There are such times as you are liable to talk too much.
I'd say I thought you'd never ask, big man, but we both know the truth. I don't foresee the two of you speaking for long.
the will of night.
That's good. Could try a different one. How about... Couldn't do it. Come along, Homer.
Whither goes the princess, so shall I.
Closer to the top. Apparently I'm being watched. Cheers, Hermes. Nearly there now.
We're low on stock, but got some goods to spare.
Olympus, I accept this message. Peace can wait.
Greetings. Bite her properly this time, Typhon.
Olympus, no.
My greetings.
Interesting.
Something unusual occurred, Princess. The fated list scrolled to a point that caught my eye. What it said made little sense to me, though I'm implored to tell you. I see your spirits glimmer as the metals underneath the earth.
I see your spirits glimmer as the metals underneath the earth. That sounds much like a waking phrase. Headmistress told me of them when she lent me the nocturnal arms. When you think on it, what do you see?
A demon of some sort. A mask-like face in shadow. Some nocturnal realm, not necessarily our own. Who is this?
We'll soon find out, I think. Likely a bearer of the arms of night, but whether past or future, I can't say.
I may have just fulfilled part of a prophecy in relaying those words. I trust they'll be of benefit, not harm.
I think so. I see your spirits glimmer as the metals underneath the earth.
You all right?
It's all here. I've need of that.
Goddess.
Oh?
Olives.
Ooh, good.
You and Commander Skilamius both were great and famous sailors, isn't that so? Did the two of you ever meet in your mortal days?
Oh, great sailor is an understatement, Goddess. They say his exploits rivaled even mine. Alas, that I never once had an opportunity to witness his prowess. Oh, it must have been something.
We're fortunate to have you both. Eris? Care to join me over at the taverna for a quick break? If you're not otherwise preoccupied.
Wait, babe, are you asking me out? After all we've been through together, you're still trying to make a fresh start.
Last time you suggested I ask normally, so I attempted to. Now, are we going for a blasted drink or not?
Sure, I'm into it if you are, though I don't see the point. Whew, now pour another one, come on. Both got a busy night ahead, so let's move it along.
All right, it's just ambrosia is meant more for sipping and savoring than gulping down in one incredibly long tilt.
What makes you think I care? I won't feel anything if I take little tiny sips. Hardly feel anything right now.
Perhaps you simply haven't given it a shot the proper way. You lift it to your lips like so, briefly inhale, consider the aroma, and then drink. But only a...
Oh. Oh. That's different, isn't it? I didn't even know that's how it worked. Why are you being nice to me?
I'm not entirely certain. Just to see what happens, I suppose. You said before that you happen to kind of like me. I kind of like you too, even though I know I shouldn't.
Well, I feel sorry for you, babe. Really do. We always want what we can never have. Now show me how you sip this stuff again. Aren't you supposed to say something first?
We certainly may. To all that we can never have.
Look, that was fun and all, but next I spot you at the Rift of Thessaly, I'm still gonna hit you with everything I've got, and you better keep showing up.
I'm planning on it. Don't ever change, Eris. Come along. Now for my waking phrase.
You there, get back in formation or else.
Ignium. I see your spirits glimmer as the metals underneath the earth. The hidden aspect of Supai. Grant me the aspect of Supai.
Does everybody get an aspect now?
All right.
Let them fear us.
Lord Moros was just here. A healthy fear of darkness.
Your Grace?
Icarus.
Try again.
Lord Moros was just here.
I missed the tent.
Let's go kill time. Time for a tune-up.
I'll be the first to say one shouldn't judge by looks, but I just didn't figure you to be so keen on proper weapon maintenance. 'Cause yours are strong as hell. And making them shine makes me shine.
That's that. Wastrels. For me.
caught us unawares because we've grown accustomed to not hearing from your father for long stretches at a time. Well, we shall have to remedy that now. Hades and I have much catching up to do besides.
Infinite possibility.
Don't think too much about this now. Just snap one up and go.
Set.
Hold on, sister. Hail, sister.
Artemis.
Hey, thank you. Olympus started running a little low on this stuff. I'll be sure to lord it over the others, as long as you don't mind me exploiting your good graces.
I don't recall anything about exploiting one another's good graces in the bylaws of the Silver Sisters, so you should be fine. May you enjoy...
Hey, you have an animal companion now. Mine would be with me too, except they won't set foot in the underworld while they still draw breath. Except these birds, which do not seem to care.
And I suppose they have other excuses for Ophira? Some companions they are, leaving you to your devices here.
They're just like us for the most part, except quieter usually. You take good care of yours for me, all right? There. Till we meet again.
Farewell.
Silken finery. Good evening.
Regarding your curse, Arachne, Headmistress discovered who created it. So if you require closure on this aspect of your life, come visit at the crossroads. But such knowledge may be a curse all its own, so choose carefully, please.
Oh, why... I suppose that I'll be giving that some thought. What would I even do different knowing something like that? Give me some time, all right, my friend? May it keep you safe.
Thank you, Arachne. To chaos.
You can do this.
Forward, please. I trust you are to thank for having shaken my son Hypnos from his slumber and compelled him to return. He had been doing fairly well on his responsibilities up to a certain point.
Please forgive him, O Knight. He must have fallen into such a state as a defensive response when the Titan Kronos struck. I am relieved he's well, assuming that he is.
He is himself. His brother Thanatos is pleased to have him back, as is your own. Thank you for looking after him.
Of course.
I've been exploring the surface of this world, where my influence is comparatively limited. I was amused to consider the possibilities, though I did anticipate you would return.
working specially for me. And here your soul shall stay.
Did the famous wisdom of Athena live up to her reputation, Flower? I would think our master strategist should not have to defend the front lines herself. But what do I know?
There. Come, wastrels. Clarity. Something I need. This should help. In the name of Hades. Hecate.
Black coat you now possess, surrounding you as though 'twas forged with you in mind. I feared that it was broken and beyond repair, but it was merely waiting.
Waiting for me. I've never wielded anything like it. Cassynth doesn't exactly listen to my thoughts, but heeds my every instinct.
Not your every instinct. The arms of night have a singular purpose, which they go about each in their own peculiar respect. You are to execute that purpose without fail. Dark side. that I would not willingly confront the fury of Xenth for merely anyone, Milenoe.
The Testament of Night.
There you are.
Grandfather.
This bottle's golden hue. I cannot imagine a more beauteous color, truly. In this life, I did not realize Olympus delighted in gold the way I do. Although you seem to prefer silver, granddaughter.
I always have. We work under the moon and stars. The sheen of silver reminds me of them. But gold now reminds me of Apollo, I suppose, and he is quite approachable, in case you haven't met.
Apollo, the musician. He seemed a talented young lad.
One thing I've wondered, Grandfather, for all these possibilities we face, I understand what happens if I prevail, more or less. But if I fail there, what then?
The possibility remains. Nothing more. Do not concern yourself with that too much. You know there are a lot of these to go around. You may not prevail in them all.
Will I have other chances to correct my mistakes? Return to the same possibility and clear it up?
I do not know. Perhaps not. Perhaps even your failures, as you call them, shall have the desired result. There is much I do not fully understand. Embarrassing as that may be.
I'm learning too. Should work. Heading in. At least my feet are clean. Chaos, I heard your call. Are up. Cursed. Withstood that chaos curse I had.
Oh man. Like, damn. I mean, what am I gonna do? It's just like...
You're still wallowing in misery trying to see your reflection in a muddy pool. Why not just relocate? The waters aren't like this everywhere.
I'll never leave you, man. I got us into this. I'll find a way to get us out, okay? So don't you quit on me. We'll figure something out. Just need to stay focused. No distractions.
In. That was chaos. enemies. Hear me on my authority. It's a deal. Right. Skilla, would you mind if I put you in touch with a mutual acquaintance? It'll only be a moment. Heed now my voice, Odysseus. One whom you sought is here.
Odysseus!
Skilla and the Sirens.
I knew you'd come back, sailor. Once they hear our song, they always do. Unless they drown. And sometimes even after that. Oh, just had to get another listen, huh?
Aye, Skilla, you and your siren song left quite an impression on me in my mortal days. And I no longer wish to keep pretending otherwise.
Oh, well, if you want an earful, suit yourself. Nothing we'd rather do than please our longtime fans. I think some of your old crew's already in the crowd. The ones I took.
We had no choice but to sail past you, and good men gave their lives. But now the Princess of the Underworld shall give them all a show to remember.
Princess of the Underworld? This lady? You always were the scheming sort and haven't changed a bit. Well then, listen up, all of you. This one's for those of you who thought get away.
Oh, again, Skilla.
won't shut up. There. To firmer ground. Look for the markers. Lost loves, failed dreams, regrets. Grow golden once again. Be again at peace. I think I'm finished here. With me, Homer. Take care. Care. It's you. It's been too long. It's been too long. Too long. Yes, for I have matters not just in the depths of Tartarus, but also far above, on the besieged summit of Olympus, rightful home of Lord Zeus and Queen Hera. Zeus and Queen Hera, Queen Hera, Queen Hera. See you next time. Illuminate my path. In the name of Hades. More miasma. your problem? Point secured. Could get going now. Hear me, on my authority. I could switch boons. Until we meet again. The Guardian at the gates of hell. Just for fun?
Playtime for the multi-headed Hound of Hell is ended for the eve.
You're free again, for now. Check. Just what I needed. Unseal. No renovations here. They'll know I'm here.
Where have you been, Louis? Not in the underworld, no.
some of the nectar's going to our loyal shades, but I would like for you and Mother to enjoy this one yourselves. Whenever the occasion fits, just sometime.
The occasion for such pleasantries. Perhaps after our underworld renovations are complete, and we have taken proper stock of our resources and the shades, then finally we may accept a moment of reprieve.
Oh, stop it, Hades. Surely we can make good on Malinui's request sooner than that. You know better than anyone that the toil never ends, so the moments of reprieve have to be seized when they present themselves.
Thus speaks the Queen. Thank you for this, daughter. But you truly need not spare such thoughts on us. We have each other once again. I myself have want for nothing more. We've you to thank for the return of Hypnos. He would not cease apologizing for his dereliction of duty. He now is taking stock of the number of days he missed work.
We figured that would help to keep him occupied, seeing as we haven't been able to take in as many newcomers as we once did.
The court has remained closed. Nevertheless, there are growing numbers of shades awaiting their turns, and we require Hypnos to keep them orderly and informed.
He's going to have difficulty keeping all of them at bay if there's no telling when court shall reopen, though.
Oh, we need not bore our daughter with administrative drudgery. The point was merely that this missing son of Nyx has now been located. One fewer matter to resolve. Very well.
You honor me.
Just stay out of my way. Was just about to clear the way, so why don't you pitch in? Here we go.
Let's see it then.
Stand back. Clear. Should have had you. I broke a sweat. I broke a sweat. That never happens. Those were weaklings. Oh, damn.
What's the matter, Nem? Are you all right? Our foes may have resorted to using poisons and such if I could look at any superficial wounds.
Don't touch me. It's not that. Now get on with it.
Hey. One last chamber.
Bye.
Olympus, I accept this message. Yes. Why not? Go, Tula. No escape. Count me in, Jiffy.
Most intriguing.
You go warring with me brother over me. Where do you think he gets his gear?
Well, here we go. Nothing in range. Enough of this.
No use staying mad over nothing. Wasn't all that mad, mind.
What else? And now for the Titan. Greater focus. Olympus, I accept this message. Worth the risk.
See you later. Not a moment late. You think yourself quite clever and most skilled to have withstood the end of time, but you achieved nothing at all, for I am here as usual, whilst you remain right there.
You also thought there was no possible way I could vanquish you, let alone in that end-of-time place. You're more error-prone than you realize.
No, you are error-prone, my girl, because time is by its very nature quite precise, and it is always right. But if you wish to test your suppositions, by all means. is impossible. May time flow freely forth. May all my kin be damned.
Fall, I said. Remains of Cronin.
The Princess of the Dead has fought by now not only to the ends of the earth, but to the end of time. Quite the accomplishment for one still in the midst of youth.
Well, you know.
Perhaps after this point, the three fates suddenly appear and say, "Well done, Malinois. But we shall now take care of everything." And then they do. How happy of an outcome that would be.
Return to Shadow now.